this one pretty decent into the Gragas. You're going to have the ability to lock down this Vi if she engages.
Oh!
Okay, Cassante mid, and
yeah,
Kale for the counter pick. And we have seen this in solo queue a lot. Every single top laner is spamming Kale in solo queue right now. Like, every single one, including Kane, including Kingen. Everybody's playing it right now. And so this is a pick that was one of the old kind of responses to Gwen. It's a lot of scaling. It's a different...
I don't know whether we're on the KT side, but it certainly sounds like KT fans are a little bit louder here in Lowell Park. We'll see whether Harmalife Esports can win this game and fire up the fans, because it's feeling a little bit one-sided, Wolf, not going to lie.
Yeah, I feel like KT is really
okay,
riding the wave of a successful spring season and moving into summer, already starting things off with a bang. Great performances from the top half of the map. Not to say that aiming played poorly, but... it just looks good right now, and it's a good time to be a KT fan. But I look at this draft for Harmalife Esports.
We'll see when it's played in the jungle, as Hook is going to miss there, aiming, doing the continue walking strategy like that. It is now life. Level 2 can get a bit of a punch happening here, as aiming takes a bit of damage from the zap as well. And
BDD is just
ordinarily low, yeah.
BDD is just absolutely pounding both of these games. Like, this time much earlier than he did the last time around. Zeka had a bit of a struggle here. This does have a lot of mana to sit on here, and he is Gragas, so some sustain, but this wave is going to crash through. A bit of an awkward spot here. We'll lose a significant amount of CS on this crash.
Oh, and with the amount of mid control that BDD did kind of forfeit there just a little, could be a bit dangerous for Clid, who's at 50% HP as he takes on these wolves. It looks like the blue buff is going to be where Cuz is going, and Clid should be able to spot him before that does go down. We'll see what kind of scuffle is going to ensue. And as I say that, I take it all back. This is real dead. There is oh my goodness, I was a bit frightened. Clid's going to lose his blue buff, and now moving towards this top side. Keen, nowhere in sight. And so Cuz just going to have to wander his way out of this one. Winter's Wrath is going to stop Kingen from being able to do too much, though. So successful heist of the blue buff.
Yeah, a level 3 Kale versus a level 4 Ghoul. And level 6 timing.
Yeah, Kingen just throwing down that needlework. Keen underneath the turret, the flash, and the flash response is going to be there. Keen doesn't have that level 6 just yet, but is out of the woods for the moment. That's why, I guess, you're going to be taking the flash on the Gwen to have these moments. Been, of course, showing us that at MSI. And Kingen going to try and repeat the process. Keen quick on the trigger finger on that flash, though, is Clid going to answer with a bit of a Drake after the topside aggression.
Yeah, so Drake picked up here, and HLE going to return back to the lane here. Later, Kolbai for Viper. Find himself about 20 CS behind there, but already has his Noon Clipper set up, so end of spring season.
Yeah, a lot of biffo. This was something, okay, a bit of a pullback there from BDD, but it looks like Zeka is just happy to tussle as Vault Breaker here onto Cuz. Cuz going to turn it around. Cuz only walks forward, remember, as BDD's moving on in. Oh, not going to quite land it here as the all-out is on to Clid. He's going to have to flash. BDD's going to flash after him, but doesn't land the Q. And now the turnaround, the hook for the last hit as Life comes in and says, welcome to the party. Lehens is here, he's in position. Warm hugs on offer, but I don't know whether they necessarily want to do it. He's baited forward. The permafrost is there onto Life. They manage to get the kill onto the Vi, but it's a slaughter here in the river. Lehens going to get knocked up down to 200 health. The flash forward from Zeka with the immediate flash response, and Lehens should... Oh, never mind! The barrel finishes him off.
See you later, and KT Rolster got hard baited in this situation here. Then doubled down. Significant CS lead here. He's with a later call, you know, not going to hit that impact early, but because he got it later, is able to just kind of stave off that pressure, and he's feeling very good about himself at this moment in time. And the Kale is just going to take a long time.
All right, well, there's some divine intervention for the top side of the map, but Kane not really going to get too much value out of it. BDD gets the slow, though, wants to go all out, and Kingen, I don't know whether he's going to be immune enough. The ult comes through as they trade top laners. Now BDD is fighting the jungler. He should be able to win this one because he does so much damage with the ulti available. There it is. Double kill for the Cassante. Barrel goes wide. The bomber comes in, though, and Zeka, can you get enough damage down? The answer is no, because Cassante... I shrugged.
Yeah, unfortunately this one.
Super Mega maybe
Wait,
not
hold
gonna
on.
happen, right? Oh, never mind.
It looks scary. I think it kills him now, maybe. I mean, he's got full health.
Yeah.
He's got to do it fast.
And there it is. Belly bop the combo, and Zeka is going to be able to finish that one off and take a plate as well.
This is bizarro world we're living in.
Yeah,
now.
it's a weird game.
I thought the top matchup was in, or the yes, ult still.
Arctic Assault is going to come forward. Permafrost going to come down as well. The ulti comes on in, and now Cuz is tanking a turret. Super Mega Death Rocket gets Viper excited, aiming. Can you actually turn this into a good scenario? The answer is yes, at least for now, as he threw out an ult to a dead Blitzcrank. That's how much he wanted life to die. As, all right, Klid's going to get thrown back there. And Zeka comes down, and that is going to spell the end of the aggression. 1-for-1.
Almost disastrous here for KT, but as you say, it ends up being a 1-for-1 in the end. But these are trade-ups that you don't really want to be taking as KT. You want to get through this early game in stable fashion to where your Kayle will be relevant, your Aphelios is going to be relevant. You're giving additional gold over to Viper here, and he will survive here. Yes, some plates getting picked up, and yes, Aphelios is getting some gold here, but I feel like the types of trades we're seeing KT take are both high risk and not really the kind of speed at which you want to be playing this game. We'll see if this is going to be a successful gank for Life.
Yep, Keen may need to use the ultimate. Does do so as Life is going to miss the hook, unfortunately. And now Keen, can he get one back? Yes, he can! And just walks back to the turret. Oh, no. That is not it. Cue up the yakety sax, ladies and gentlemen, is now cleared. Volt breaking underneath the turret. Amy's going to get taken down.
It's getting down and dirty.
Yeah. Lehen's coming down. And we'll give away his position, but Keen just very patient alongside Cuz. Kingan's going to come in and spring the trap, though. There's the hook. It lands, and they blow up the Kayle before she can press her ultimate button. And now aiming is completely out of position, just point blank ults Viper, but it's not going to do anything. And, oh dear, KT, I think we're going to a game number 3. BDD going to be going down extraordinarily low. Shirley going to get another charge. And Home Life Esports, now with Viper, having some agency, they're looking fantastic.
Oh, yeah, this is...
And now Viper just stands back.
Yeah.
And can just shoot everyone from a really long way away. And look at this, yeah. About as free as you can get.
Shirley is to try to get to the Baron, and yeah, this is a disaster.
Yeah, Cuz desperately trying to make their way in
Zeka,
here.
though?
Baron is going to be taken. Zeka will be taken down as now KT looking for an opportunity. Moonlight Vigil goes wide, though. Absolute disaster. Takes away so much of the damage. And yes, they managed to get a kill, but it's traded back, and there's a Baron on Humble Life Esports.
I've seen it's certainly not critical damage here, and they are surviving. And where there's a level 16 Kayle, there's a way, and now we're only 2 levels away from that. As Cuz looking to engage here.
Yeah. Going forward, the classic maneuver here is Lehens is just going to explode. Viper going to grab that. Is going to make him feel real nice as this time the Divine Intervention comes down, but they just CC the Aphelios and he's destroyed. And with Melio already dead, there's nothing they can do about it. BDD turns up way too late. Humble Life Esports win another fight.
Zeka with another big bomba. He's pulling the...
A great adaptation here from Humble Life, utilizing that blue side. Is now KT going for it. Cuz going to get picked off, though, and aiming just throws an ultimate to Narnia. Not
another great cast.
Cuz, yeah, going to be cast to oblivion. And, yeah, I mean, that was... It felt like an attempt, as the hook is just going to barely miss Kane.
It was such a bait and switch. Like, Viper's sitting there like, oh, no. It would be a shame if they Shirelius'd onto me and kill me, while Life is just sitting there looking for a hook, and then Viper, he does have to flash, but he gets out, he's got Gale Force, and then as soon as he's out, it's like, all right, we just turn on to KT here, and now Baron is taken, TP to the top lane here to take out this top side of the map and just push to potentially end the game. I mean, look, all they need is a single pick here, and they've been getting them so consistently. They don't have to end now, but I mean, this game couldn't be more over. It's 12,000 gold at 27 minutes. Like, I think that Humble Life Esports honestly playing this a little bit conservatively. And if the game were close...
Life was that close because that looked like a very opportunistic hook.
He could have flashed for it, honestly. He might.
Yeah, you can see. Trying to get in position.
I mean, they're just going to get the mid inhibitor now and siege up this bottom inhibitor turret. As unfortunately, Keen and Cuz have to defend the Nexus turrets against all this pressure.
Yeah, Kingan just going to be pushing all these minions towards the KT base. And with the Baron buff, it's going to be really difficult. There is still a minute left on that one as well. Elder's going to be up in a minute if they would like to. They can prolong this game for a little bit longer, but I think that I'm alive. You just need to grab that 50 gold that's inside the Nexus, and we are going to be moving towards game number 3. JUEGA finding a nice little barrel there onto BDD as the cast connects onto aiming. BDD trying to get something done here as the turrets are going to be taken out. Cuz dives forward, finds a decent prison, and KT are holding on to the best of their ability. And maybe if they weren't a bajillion gold behind, this could be better, but it is not because VIPER says it's not. That's the double kill. The hook is going to connect onto Cuz as well. And there goes the Nexus. Hanwha, bring us to a decider.
And JUEGA on the Gragas involved in so many of those early fights, but I think this is really a story of, once again, Redemption. He's back.
Yeah.
And the man on Vi, he was